Park Slope Christian Help is the incorporated name, and someone reversed it back to CHiPS, Christian Help in Park Slope. A lot of us like to think of it as community help in Park Slope. A 5-year-old girl came in this summer donating some money from a lemonade stand, and she said, "I know what CHiPS stands for. It means that everybody chips in." CHiPS started about 40 years ago. It was this small little soup kitchen with a 4-burner stove, and it made soup every day. And then around 4 o'clock or so, they put out cots and they'd let people sleep here.
About 13 years ago, the Franciscan Sisters of the Poor asked if we could convert that to a residence for homeless mothers with newborns, and that's where we have the Francis residence from.
The fact that CHiPS has a soup kitchen and then has the Francis residence as well is very unusual. I've never heard of such a setup.
Sister Mary was here for 26 years, and she was amazing on her own. Sister Mary tells me that when she came here, there were $300 in the bank. And she said, I really thought, oh, how is this ever going to work? It's the foundation of what CHiPS is. And what she did was she went to the community and she asked them to help. And they did. Whoever could contribute to this place contributed. And before you know it, it is what it is today. So the day starts around 8 o'clock in the morning when we first get here, open up the doors, and the volunteers start coming in. They start getting ready, prepping.
A couple of them will stay in the dining room and they'll prepare the bread baskets.
Breakfast is a new program. It's only funded with donations from the neighbors in the neighborhood. So whatever we have, that's what we're giving out.
We have a group of autistic children that come. They set the tables. They do a fantastic job. And then back in the kitchen, they should still be cooking, and it starts smelling good around, 10 o'clock.
We don't provide frozen food that we're zapping in a microwave, but we're providing really nutritious meals. Every day is a different menu, and every day it's a different group of volunteers that come in to prep that food. We have about 20 to 25 volunteers that show up every day.
It's a massive integration of time, talents, and abilities for the sake of good.
It's around 11 o'clock. While I'm sitting here, I usually can hear a buzz outside. People start lining up around 11:30. The first 50 people come in, sit down and eat, and then one by one as they leave, one by one, somebody comes to take their place.
I love the guests because, I come in and I get my fair amounts of hugs. Most of them really just like conversation, talking, and that's great because I like to talk too. So we have a nice little conversation.
Maybe she's the only person that speaks to that guest that day, maybe she's the only one that's really smiling and saying, have a good meal. We serve everybody from the street homeless, the guys that sometimes we see living in the subways, to families, to the elderly, sometimes day laborers. And for a lot of people that eat here, it's their only meal.
It's unbelievable. We just had the demographic that we served 141,000 meals last year.
It is so much joy to see the amount of people coming in and go out with a smile on their face when they can have a plate of food and they're not hungry anymore.
At around 1 o'clock, the hot meal is over and cleanup is in full force. People come back from 1 to 4 to take a sandwich bag. On Friday, we give out a pantry bag, which is a grocery bag and consists of about 10, 11 items that can probably prepare 3 or 4 meals, and that will keep them over the weekend until Monday comes around again.
The crime rate is very, very low now. We've seen a remarkable increase in the number of people coming for food, and hungry people will do desperate things.
Human need is human need. They need food, they need shelter, and sometimes compassion. Maybe if they would have had that prior, they wouldn't have been involved with the police at that time.
I've loved the fact that the work I've been able to do here has had direct impact.
If you're dropping off a loaf of bread, you're seen as getting. I have a lady who brings me empty bottles. The other day she met the man who we give these empty bottles to, Tony.
I do recycling.
Recycling.
Yeah. And when it's cold, it's bad. You can't be out there for so long. So this helps a lot.
My name is Nikima Gardner, and this is Ray.
My baby's name is Ellie, and she is a month and a week old, I guess 5 weeks. And she's so cute. She's amazing.
Women can come here 7, 8, or 9 months pregnant, or have just given birth, and they're here for 1 year.
My father kicked me out. He was like very emotionally abusive, physically abusive to me and my mother from as long as I can remember.
I don't know where I would have been right now if I wasn't here.
We have 9 apartments upstairs that are fully furnished, and they're full-size apartments with a full-size kitchen, full-size bathroom, very nice living room, eating, sleeping area, and it's home.
They have cooking classes, they have Zumba classes, they have a house meeting every Thursday night. They really help each other. They're learning fundamental baby skills.
When their baby is 3 months old, at that point we require them to go back to work or school training program.
Before I had her, it was basically about myself, and not managing anything well, being very irresponsible.
I just really expected them to just, house me and pretty much just do your own stuff. Like, I didn't expect them to do half of the stuff that they did do.
To me, it promotes independence more than just a shelter where you sit on your butt all day. I like the fact that you have to pay your electric bill. It's simple, but it's like, okay, little things establishing your independence.
Independent living skills is the focus, and really give the girls a sense of what we might have learned at home.
A lot of us don't have family enough for support. And they help me more than family has ever had.
I have international volunteers coming in, and they live here for 3 months, and they're here 24 hours a day, and they supply the support and the mentoring for the young moms upstairs. And they do everything from babysitting to help them with job applications to just lending an ear.
We've been talking to the girls, having these conversations, helping them with their babies when they needed to go apply for jobs, or even when they just go apply for daycare. Even wherever they have to go, even if they just have to go grocery shopping and it's hard with a little child and you have to carry a lot of bags. It's fine, we're here, don't worry, you can go.
They give a lot here. The support from staff is tremendous.
Generally, the women who have not completed high school leave here with a GED. Generally, they leave here with a Section 8 housing. Many leave here with a job, and connected to social service agencies so that they can continue to have their babies properly treated.
My goal is to eventually get a career, my own place, and be stable.
My hopes for my baby is I want him to have better than me, and I want him to just prosper way better. I want to give him everything I didn't have, and more.
I became affiliated with CHiPS as a newborn, actually. My mother, she was a teen mother. She had my sister when she was 14, and then 2 years later had me when she was 16. For the first year of my life, everything I got came from CHiPS. So I feel like kind of like a beacon of hope for those women who are here. I'm a police captain now. I own my own home. I run to New York City marathons. You wouldn't know that I was born to a teen mom.
I mean, there's just so much love and support here in the community. It's something I've never experienced before.
It's been just great to be accepted as a part of the CHiPS family. I mean, the way that that people are in general around here, it's something I will never forget.
It's the guests, it's the staff, it's the people, it's I mean, the feeling, it's the aura, it's the time of day. It can be freezing, it can be cold. You can't just get it. It's something that can only happen at a place like this, where it's not rehearsed, it's not planned, it's just life.